Today on Rappler. Mary Jane Veloso's father asks President Marcos to keep his daughter safe. House lawmakers cite in contempt and detain Vice President Sara Duterte's chief of staff. The United States vetoes a United Nations Security Council resolution on a ceasefire in Gaza. Pope Francis is set to canonize Italian millennial Carlo Acutis in April 2025. And Liam Payne's former One Direction bandmates attend his funeral. The father of Mary Jane Veloso, the Filipina on Indonesian death row about to be transferred to the Philippines, appeals to President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Please keep her safe from her illegal recruiter. In a DZBB radio interview, Cesar Veloso first appealed to Marcos for clemency. But he says, "If you must still detain her, I hope they keep her in a safe place because we are afraid." Cristina Serio threatened us about how they were part of an international syndicate. Cristina Serio is one of Mary Jane's recruiters who facilitated her journey to Yogyakarta in 2010. Serio's partner, Julius Lacanilao, handed Mary Jane a suitcase lined with heroin, which he unwittingly carried to Indonesia. Serio and Lacanilao were found guilty of illegal recruitment in a separate case and were sentenced to life imprisonment. Still, the Veloso family fears retribution from the international syndicate behind Serio and Lacanilao. The House Good Government Committee cites Vice President Sara Duterte's Chief of Staff, Zuleika Lopez, in contempt. Lopez's detention was also ordered due to her undue interference in proceedings. This after Lopez sent a letter to the Commission on Audit, blocking the release of the confidential funds report to lawmakers. Lopez tried to appeal to the panel to lift the contempt order, saying the letter was a respectful request to COA.
There was no intention, Your Honor, to demand from them or to order them or to commandeer them into something that they did not want to do.
Lopez explained she approached the matter from the perspective that the audit observations were not yet final. The letter, which he signed, stated the subject subpoena should not be complied with, citing violation of the constitutional principle of separation of powers. The House panel ordered Lopez's detention in their facility until Monday, November 25, the date of the next probe into Duterte's alleged misuse of public funds. The United States on Wednesday, November 20, vetoed a UN Security Council resolution for a ceasefire in Israel's war in Gaza. The resolution called for an immediate, unconditional, and permanent ceasefire and separately demanded the release of hostages. Out of the 15-member council, only the US voted against, using its veto as a permanent council member. The resolution was put forward by 10 non-permanent members. The US had said it would only support a resolution that explicitly calls for the immediate release of hostages as part of a ceasefire. US officials accused council members of rejecting attempts at reaching a compromise. Israel's 13-month campaign in Gaza has killed nearly 44,000 people and displaced the population many times. It was a response to an October 7, 2023 attack by Hamas in Israel that killed 1,200 and captured 250 hostages. Pope Francis is set to canonize Italian millennial Carlo Acutis in April 2025. On Wednesday, November 20, the Pope said Acutis will be made saint during the weekend of April 25 to 27. That weekend, the Vatican is celebrating a jubilee for adolescents as part of the Catholic Holy Year in Rome, which opens at the end of December. Dubbed as God's influencer, Acutis used to take care of his parish's website and a Vatican-based academy. He died of leukemia in 2006 at age 15. The Pope also says he would canonize Pier Giorgio Frassati during the weekend of July 28 to August 3. Frassati was a young Italian man who was known for helping those in need and died of polio in the 1920s. Former members of One Direction attend the funeral of their bandmate Liam Payne on Wednesday, November 20, just over a month after the singer died at age 31. Harry Styles, Zayn Malik, Niall Horan, and Louis Tomlinson joined Payne's family and friends for the private church service northwest of London. Payne's former partner Cheryl Tweedy, with whom he had a son now aged 7, was seen leaving the service. The singer and songwriter was found dead after he fell from his hotel balcony in Buenos Aires, triggering an outpouring of grief from fans around the world. His coffin arrived at the church in a white carriage, drawn by 2 white horses and adorned with floral tributes spelling the words son and daddy. One Direction was catapulted to global fame in 2010 after appearing on The X Factor and became one of the best-selling boy bands of all time. And that's today's wrap. I'm Kara Oliver. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.